Hello everybody, it's me, Gfish17, and as of earlier this month, in June, Net-Nuetrality has basically been murdered. Officially, though. And you know, I took some time to think before posting a response to that fact. And I decided to do something that I'm sure everyone's done before at least once. And let's ask a question. Why Agit Pie? Now, before you say the obvious answers, the reason I'm asking a question that there's probably already an answer for, in fact there's definitely already an answer for, watch Mike Figuerello, is because I want him to answer. I want Agit Pie to answer. I am asking him. You remember my previous video, a message to Agit Pie? Well, this is a question for Agit Pie. Why did you kill Net-Nuetrality? But I'm not going to stop at one question. I'm going to go on. Why do you look like a robot on Fox News? Anyone's ever watched those DARPA videos or those videos where they show androids and they show that blank expression on their face? During your interview on Fox recently, after it was killed, you were smiling at the camera. That by itself isn't a big deal. It's when you turn your head to the host lady or the lady talking, it's the way you did it. It seemed inhuman, kind of jerky even, like stiff jointed. Like, I don't know, you need WD-40 or something. You know, I've always known you were a puppet of Verizon, quoting Mark Figuerello here. But maybe we're wrong. Maybe you're not a puppet. Maybe you're an android. Which isn't much different. You know, you're just following your code, right? Isn't it funny how we never actually see your family? What if you don't actually have a family? What if you're programmed to believe you do? I know it seems weird, but if you watch your own video, that interview, Mike Figueroa had that interview on his thing, and it's the way you acted, or rather didn't act. You didn't act human. I'll reenact it. Okay, here's the start of the scene. If I did voiceover, I'd ruin the expression on the face. But essentially, he stares at the camera, and instead of like turning your head normally to talk, he's like, last time I saw something move like that, it was something made in a garage or in a lab or made by Disney, and not the MCU. I mean, animatronics. You ever watch an animatronic move around? That's what I'm saying. Agit Pie seemed less human than normal. We already knew he was a stooge, and he seemed human enough when he was being a stupid idiot. But now he seems not human, like man-made even, and not like a monster, but more like a robot, specifically a robot, and not like a well-made robot by Kemsky from Android, but like a really sucky, bad-made robot, almost as bad as your own video. Actually, throughout the entire video, you hardly ever did any real motions either. You just sort of did jerky motions there, too. And we haven't perfected robot motion technology yet, so we have a good reason to believe you would be a machine. I mean, right now our machines still move a little wonky. And you move kind of wonky. And your teeth are way too perfect. Like, almost really like they came off of a workbench. Even people with healthy teeth don't have teeth that look that good. In fact, they're perfectly symmetrical. Okay, I've veered off topic enough. It's just, I wanted to address it, and it was bugging me. It was bugging me real bad. And if you want to see why, just watch that video for yourself. Audience, watch that interview and post in the comment section below if that looked wrong to you. Because it looked wrong to me. I mean, it's just... And the interview itself was a sham. On top of that, that's actually the real focus. I mean, she didn't ask you any real questions. She didn't ask you who your supporters were, about your previous employer, Verizon, about all the scandals and stuff surrounding the FCC. She didn't ask you any of these questions. She just agreed and nodded her head. What's she around for? What's the point? Fox? What the hell happened to you? And yeah, that's my question to Fox. What the hell has happened? I mean, it was never that good, but come on. This is worse than normal. We all believe you're doing it for money, but we gotta consider this. You're rich. Okay? The fact that you're rich means how much more money do you really need? Now, everybody, I want you to think about this. Imagine you're rich, but you want more money. Money is a means to an end, okay? You spend money. But let's say you already have a big house, check. A sweet car, check. Awesome radio system in that car, check. And what else? What else do you afford when you're rich? Excellent internet. Let's just make the assumption, okay? A 2-story doghouse. I'm just gonna throw that in there. I don't know what you rich people do. What do you rich people do? Tell me. Put it in the comment section below, you rich people. I don't know what it's like to be rich. I work an everyday job. I get paid like $11.55 maybe. And it takes 2 family members just to pay on bills and rent, and we still can't afford the insulin for my mom. I don't know what it feels like to be rich. Why don't you tell me? It must be amazing. Long story short, I'm voting for Bernie. You know, because of this shit. If he doesn't fix it, then I don't know. But I'm thinking he actually might. I'm grasping at straws here. And if he tends to be the straw that breaks the camel's back of this, then good. He might be the one to fix it. Okay. Recap. Why Agit Pie? Why do you look like a robot, Agit Pie? Why did Fox News not give a shit about the real issues? What are you going to do with this extra money? Like, seriously, what? That's where I was going with this. I'm sorry, I got hung up. Up in here, I got hung up. Because I'm upset. Agit Pie, what are you going to do with the extra money? I gave the checklist earlier, you know, 2-story doghouse and other things. Private jet. Maybe you have a private jet. Let's say you already have that. I don't know. I don't know how rich you are. But I know that you're rich. You're richer than me. But let's say you make more money. Let's say like Jesse Duplantis. Guy with like 3 or 4 private jets, okay? Well, I'm left to ask this question. What do you spend it on now? Perhaps the next entertainment system. Perhaps you already have that. Perhaps you have an entertainment system that's beyond the next. It's a prototype. Maybe a whole stack of the MCU collection. Oh wait, you can get that at Walmart easily. You don't need billions of dollars for that. Surely. Okay, people, if you had everything already, and you got $1 billion more in your wallet on top of the billions you spent on your private jet and your 2-story really sweet house with a wonderful basement and everything, plus you had a Ferrari and Lamborghini, and you had gold-plated toilet seats for God knows what, and money for toilet paper. Tell me this. What would you spend it on, even though you already have all that? Oh, and you already have the next-gen entertainment system. You already had the PlayStation 5 in this scenario, okay? And yet you want more money. What are you going to do? I don't know. I'm venting frustration, but I'm actually asking a question. You want more money. Why do you want it? I'm trying to point out the fact that we know you got stuff. We know you got fun stuff. And here you are making rules that make the internet more expensive and other things. Now, this is just in America. Audience, people watching, viewers. Did you hear about the EU's decision? Yeah, the European Union. They're doing something that's right up the same alley as Agit Pi. They're trying to control the internet, too. And for those of us who like porn, that means no more Jenny Smith. Yeah, you don't know who that is. Google it. Oh, you're back? Oh, you're angry? Hi, Anita. Yep. That was fun. I had that, and I've been thinking about that for a while. That means if you were to post anything, they do not recognize the fair use policy in the EU thing. I first saw this video on some guy who has a crow for his avatar. A crow with a red eye. That's like an orb for an eye. And Lovecraftian feathers. They're all tentacly. I forgot what the guy's name is. But, he's actually really good at what he does. Great voice, very clear. Got the guy's name. When you run into it, just say, I made a comment about him. Feel free to watch G-Fish 17. Well, there are so many things I'm frustrated about this. And it's not just Agit Pi. It's not just Trump. It's everywhere. Look at the news. You got Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-un. Why did I say ill? I don't know, because he is ill. Up in here. Not literally Kim Jong-il. Just Kim Jong-un is ill. Sorry about that. Deep breaths. Okay. And did you watch the report thing from John Oliver? Xingping, or Mr. Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, the guy is in charge of China. He's possibly worse than Mao. He literally has you sign a form that will dictate how dangerous you are to their society. I know I went off topic. I was starting with the Agit Pi. In fact, I'm just going to title the video Agit Pi and Other Shit. If that's what you clicked on, that's what it is. It's Agit Pi and Other Shit. So Xingping is a pain in the ass. Then you got Vladimir Putin. And Trump likes that Xingping. Maybe I'm pronouncing his name wrong. He's called Uncle Xingping. It looks like the crossing sign, honestly. But maybe I'm saying his name wrong. Let's just call him Winnie the Pooh. Chinese Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, well, Mr. Chinese Winnie the Pooh is actually very insecure about it. There's a person who's actually protesting him and other things, and that guy's been ousted. In fact, someone make a list of all the things that are happening that I mentioned. Agit Pi, dead net neutrality, all in one finger. It's connected. EU, dead net neutrality. I wonder if there's a connection. Maybe, or maybe it's an unrelated reason to shut down the internet over there. To fuck it up. Xingping, guy who's trying to establish larger international trade and everything, while enslaving his people more so than we ever thought could be done. Trump, taking away the deal with Iran, the nuclear arms deal, and then trying to make a deal with North Korea. Let's see. I was going to add something. Oh, yeah. Yep. Democratic National Convention trying to sabotage Bernie. Even trying to put in an alternative guy who apparently doesn't even want to be there. So it's not just that. It's a bunch of things. I'll make a shout out to Anonymous, the hacker group. You made the internet your life. I'm going to just say that. I could be wrong. Maybe there's more going on. My question to you is, are you prepared to protect the internet not only on the software level, but on the hardware level? Could you produce a sort of a micro pinging device that you can set up high on a street pole, like something that can fit into the palm of your hand, that you can just slap onto the side of a building and it will send out a signal ping? I don't know how many of you make it your life's work to be a do-it-yourselfer, a DIYer. Think Arduino. But you need to do more than just software. You need to do more than hacking now. You have to take it up a notch. Because soon, no router is going to be safe, even for you. Soon, the darknet will be where normal people have to go for decent internet. Soon, the darknet will be the bastion of freedom for the internet. For everybody, not just the creeps, but for everybody involved. It also might clean up the darknet too, because a lot of normal people will get on there fixing it. Because we've had enough. Not enough of the darknet, just enough of the human trafficking and stuff. And since all the normal people be going there, we're going to see what's going on. It'll be demystified. And the reason all the normal people be going there is because, one, they want to run their businesses and be able to send information quickly. Cat photos on the darknet, but of living cats, not dead cats. You know, because it's a normal person who has to resort to it. You know, perhaps maybe I should make a video all about why you'd use the darknet in this day and age. Thanks, Agit. Normal people might have to resort to the darknet now, thanks to you. Normal people. The darknet is a bitch to get onto. I mean, you have to get the Onion program. Then you have to do this thing and that thing. And then you have to find a nearby computer for a mesh network. And you can't always do that, because I don't got any nearby mesh network computers. I'm sure Anonymous has a detachment in Iowa. Anonymous is everywhere. I'm sure there's someone in Newton, Iowa. And if you can make like a sort of a micro router, maybe show me some stuff, that'd be great. I would like to learn some technical stuff. I might have a bit of a learning disability, I have autism, but that don't mean I can't learn. I just have to physically do it, and then I have to do it more than once. And then make it better. But I have to define what makes it better. I'm going to make it solar powered, so that I don't have to recharge it. Like, once it's up there, I'm not going to be heading back. And it'll be handheld. Click it, it'll be on a wall. It'll adhere to something. It'll have little clamp thingies. Kind of like Iron Man stuff, but like not nearly as cool. Anonymous, the reason you have to step up is because we don't know how to step up. I don't know what to do. I don't have a workbench. I'm not a software engineer. I'm uneducated, and I can't afford the education. At college and stuff, I can't afford that. I don't own a workbench. I mean, I said that earlier, but think about it. Solder iron and everything, you need a workbench so you don't burn your furniture. I'm not really a DIYer, but I have a feeling I might need to be. So, since you do have detachments everywhere, teach people. Educate us for free. Not just in software, but in hardware now. You have to do more now. The work's become more intense. The fight isn't over. But the fight is also changing. The fight's bigger than just the internet, too. Because one thing affects another. Trump is one who put Agit Pi there. We all know it. Which means Trump had something in mind, too. He just would rather distance himself from that fact. Oh. Dixie. Dixie. And the reason you should help is so you can have puppy photos like this puppy here put on the internet. Is it emotional blackmail? See more puppy photos of a boxer? Perhaps it's emotional blackmail. What's cuter than this puppy? She's a boxer, you know. You might have figured, but can't you tell by her mitts she's wearing on her paws? She's wearing boxing mitts. Right, aren't you? She can take a licking, and she can really, literally dish it out. In fact, she can really dish out a licking. Jeez, dog. You don't need to lick that much. Why are you licking? I mean, I can't taste that good. I really can't. For watching this video, you got rewarded with a puppy. You're welcome.